I just love getting a day started off nice and early. Sounds of the morning is music to my ears.
Hey travelers, Mag and I here on day 13 of our trip across the U.S. Yesterday was a little bit easier for Aichun. We did a nice walk in the morning at Webb Memorial State Park, and then she got back to the hotel room and got to sleep for the rest of the evening. We finished with a great ice cream event in Sharon, where we got to meet fellow geocachers and enjoy some ice cream together. Today, Aichun and I got up early and took the T-line into Boston. We're on site now in front of the City Hall building, and we're about to start exploring the north end. Unlike yesterday where we worked our way up from the south and came north through the Boston Commons, today we're going to start in the north end of Boston and work our way down south back toward the Commons. We'll spend the whole morning exploring down here, and then when it starts to get hot in the afternoon, we'll go ahead and bring Aichun back to the hotel for a little bit more sleep. I think she really enjoyed that part most of all. And then tomorrow we get on the road and it'll be our last day in Massachusetts. We've got a surprise coming up tomorrow, so I can't wait to show you what we have in store. So I'm sure we're about to see a lot of neat architecture, some really cool statues, and who knows what else we're going to experience walking the Freedom Trail here in Boston. Come on, let's go check it out together.
From City Hall, we hiked ourselves up the short distance to North Square. It was great to have a map to reference right off the bat. It allowed me to see my way to our next destination. We started to hike just a short ways up the road. And there in the distance, a very old house starts to come into view. Could it be? Yes, it is. It's the house Paul Revere lived in from 1770 until 1800. Then this old church steeple must be where he lit the signal fire back in 1775. The British are coming! As always, even on the way between destinations, there's still just so many interesting things to see. And before we knew it, we'd reached the Cradle of Liberty at Fennel Hall. It towers above the nearby Quincy Market. I just love being surrounded by so much history. The next stop on our agenda was the Holocaust Memorial. Of course, as is the flavor of this city, there were still great statues to see on the way. This monument to the survivor of the Holocaust was erected in 1995. There are 6 glass towers the visitors can walk under. Each tower symbolizes a different major extermination camp. Walking through the towers is a sobering reminder of what evils people can do when we turn a blind eye to what is happening around us. There are some parts of history that we must always keep in the forefront of our thoughts, so that we do not risk repeating the mistakes of the past. This memorial was a good reminder of that. We continued our trip back in time with a visit to the Old State House. There we were encouraged to brush up on our history of the Boston Massacre. And the old City Hall building was right around the corner from there. This donkey was reminding me that it was starting to get hot and we'd need to bring our day to a close soon. But we still have enough time to finish this portion of the Freedom Trail before we got to get back. This last stop coming up is the one I've been most excited about for the day. The view is already getting better, even as we approach our target. Just love it when I can get a city view over the water with a couple of bridges to boot. Okay, Aichun, come on, right this way. You feel the air conditioning, girl? That's a real nice change of pace from the walk all the way here, right? She's definitely starting to wonder what we're doing in this building. But she's got no problem going along with the program, so long as that air conditioning keeps blowing hard on her. Just a few more feet, girl. Come on, this is our ride. Going up? Now her interest is piqued. Elevators always lead to things she likes. Okay, this is our stop. 14th floor. And just make a couple of short turns on your way out of the elevator. And then you're at one of the coolest spots in Boston. The Independence Wharf Observatory. We were finally able to catch our breath up here as we enjoyed the spectacular views. I thought it looked great from down below, but it doesn't hold a candle to being up here. This is the right spot to relax for a little while before we get on our way. After I make my way to each side of the roof so I can see what this view has to offer from every single angle. And man, it did not disappoint. The highlight of my day, hands down, being up here.
So we've made it up to the top of the observation deck on the 14th floor of Independence Wharf. Ai-chan told me that she was tired after walking from the north part of Boston down toward the Commons. She definitely could use a break. So we're going to walk from the observation deck back through the Commons, and a little further beyond. We've got a mile left to one last virtual, and then we're going to go back to the hotel and let the puppy get some sleep.
Of course, just like hunting lighthouses across New York and lower Massachusetts, I just can't resist seeing all these bull statues scattered around the city. Every time I spotted one, I had to run over and get a good angle on it. These seem to add just the right amount of spice to the flavor that is Boston. I really wish I could have seen them all, but in total there are 75 unique sculptures around town. They're actually part of a cow parade that helps fund cancer research. I wonder if the residents get tired of seeing these, or if every time they come across a bull they get excited like I do. I mean, who wouldn't want to lick this delicious beef-flavored ice cream? Or just go for a drink of milk? It seems like these cows are grass-fed after all. Alright, time to move out of here.
We've made it to the Commons. She's had her break off her feet. She's looking like she's ready for a walk again.
She definitely enjoyed herself a little break walking through the Boston Commons. And she was very energized because she could see the squirrels all around. They were pretty brave too. They let her get right up on them before they decided to skitter up the tree and get away from her.
And that brings our day 13 to a close. Thank you for joining us. It's been a wonderful 2 days in Boston. Yesterday we got to walk half of the Freedom Trail in the southern portion of Boston. And we got to finish the day with the CMAG group enjoying some treats together. Today Ai-chan and I got out early while it was nice and cool. We explored the north part of Boston, ending the trip with the Independent Wharf Observatory over the river, which was fantastic. We've really had a great couple of days here in Boston, taking it at a nice easy pace and still doing the things we want to do. Really enjoyed all the architecture in the city, the statues, and just the general good feel in the air between it. Definitely a city I'd recommend going to. Tomorrow we've got a big surprise in store for you. I can't wait to show you what it is, so tune in. Like and subscribe to this channel. More of the daily video updates coming your way each day. Thanks for joining us.